Man. I don't know. It's my first. It's like my third time being on here doing this live shit, but it don't say if I'm rolling though. Am I rolling? It just say preview at the top, so I don't know if y'all can hear me. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. I don't know if y'all can hear me on this motherfucker or not. Oh, okay, boom, it showed up now. Okay. So, damn. This shit weird on here. I don't know. Hey, if y'all can't hear me, then my bad. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all wanted these story times, bro. And so let me get into that intro before I actually get into the live shit, you feel me? So, I don't know. What made me kind of want to do these shits is like, one, I kind of like, I don't know. I would say I'm, you know what I'm saying, 25. So I feel like I lived a decent life so far. You know what I'm saying? So forth and coming on what I've been doing, you feel me? And like, it's kind of weird because it's like, I've done so much and I feel like in a short amount of time to where it's like, I kind of just want to say and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of like, you know, one of those things I want to do, you feel me? So, and then too, I have a bunch of friends, you know what I'm saying? Bunch of just, you know, cool ass people around me, or, you know, that I've known for a long ass time. And so I guess that's kind of the reason why I like doing this shit too. And it just feels good to kind of like, I don't want to say reminisce, but it is cool to reminisce, you know, go back on old times, you know, shit that I low-key forgot though, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it feels good, but you know, a lot of people shaped a lot of, you know, different activities. You know, I got history with a bunch of different people, and you know, I got history with a bunch of different people, stories with a whole bunch of different people. So I feel like that's kind of another reason why I want to do this shit. And then too, of course, y'all want to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been having people since damn near, I don't fucking know how fucking long. Did y'all have basketball and football back then? Hell yeah, what's the deal, y'all? Hit that like button too. I don't know if y'all can do that shit, but hit that like button. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? See, but I can't see when I'm on here, though. You feel me? I can't see when I'm on here. But I'm from Kansas City, folks. But see that, like, this is weird. Like, I can't see when y'all's like showing up in here, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I can't see that until y'all, like, it pushes up. So anyway, like I was saying, bro, but people have been saying like they want to see these story times and shit like that. So I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. You feel me? Like, we can do that shit, you know? And so, and to another person I want to shout out to, Take Capone, Tasty Honey. You know what I'm saying? From Chicago, you know what I'm saying? He also, yeah, you know, I am kind of influenced by that shit just a little bit too, because he's doing a bunch of old, you know, he's doing a bunch of shit from people of, you know what I'm saying, from his way and from his time, you know what I'm saying? So that's another reason too why I'm doing it this specific way too, you know what I'm saying? I gotta shout out my boy Take Capone. I'll put his channel in the description, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I voted, I put a poll up and y'all voted for this Livi story. So shit, we can go ahead and get into that, man. So damn, I don't even know where to start though. Like, it's so crazy. Like, the Livi story, man. I done probably known her since shit. I want to say like 2018, 2019. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to say. I want to say 18, 19-ish. Cause one of the guys, you know what I'm saying? I ain't putting the business out there, but one of the guys from my way that, you know, my other, you know what I'm saying, I say per se best friend, you feel me? You know, he was, you know, going from where we was going to school at versus from where then out there. So, You know what I'm saying? He gonna bring us out there if we want to go see bro. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go the fuck out there. And meanwhile, they live like I want to say 35, 40 minutes away from us. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So if we want to go the fuck out there, we gotta pack up and travel, bro. Cause we going out there to see bro. And they live in such a compact town where it's like they know everybody in that bitch. They live in one of them towns where it like they live in one of those types, situations, you know what I'm saying? Where everybody knows everybody. Like you might live right next to the motherfucking cop of the fucking town, you know what I'm saying? Like you might live in one of them, you know what I'm saying? So going over there, it was so different than coming from Kansas City, going all the way out in the middle of fucking Egypt to fucking go and chill and go do a whole bunch of extra shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about it too. I'm not a part of their crowd, bro. You know what I'm saying? So going out there and it's a whole bunch of different kids. They ain't got shit to do out there but just to fuck off and do a whole bunch of extra shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't got nothing to do out there besides do that. So when they doing that shit, they kind of like, we the same, but like we different from them too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't really got a lot of shit to do. All they can do is go chill there and go chill at Sonic. You know what I'm saying? Sonic was a spot. Everybody was at fucking Sonic, bro. So when we was going out there, bro, it was like a whole different scenery from what the fuck we was used to. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like one of those situations where it's like two worlds combining into like it's like combining into one world, you know what I mean? So when I at first met Liv, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of gotta like, when you going into a new group, bro, it's kind of like you kind of like gotta what's the fucking word, bro? You kind of gotta like get in where you fit in, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get in where you fit in, bro. And that was one of them things with us, like. And me, we had to get in where we fit in, you know what I'm saying? Because people don't know you, you know what I'm saying? We pulling up with bro them, and bro them was like, you got to introduce us. We just going willy-nilly and just being kumbaya and just cheering beers and shit. Like, no, we ain't, we wasn't doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing that shit. So it's like, you kind of got to get in where you fit in a little bit, because it's like, and let motherfuckers warm up to you. So that's what the fuck we was doing. Like, we was just warming up and getting in tune with them. But Liv is kind of one of them people, bro. It's like, she's so like well balanced. Like, she's like the all-purpose friend, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's like the all-purpose friend, bro. Like, you can take her to go do anything. Like, she just want to be along for the ride. Like, she just cool as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, boom, boom. I'm going over there and shit like that, man. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say like we click just like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like what I was just saying. Like, you getting in where you fitting in at. So while everybody's in the midst of boom, 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 you find people who you click with, just, you know what I'm saying? And you just kind of stay near them the entire fucking time. Just kind of like chilling on some cool shit. You just like, you just chilling on some cool shit. Until, everybody, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna be the best with everybody, but you gonna find somebody out there, a group that you gonna kick it with, though. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Liv was kind of that person for me outside of all the group, you know what I'm saying? With Liv or P or, Lil Z, you know what I'm saying? So we was kicking it, so boom, boom, boom. So we could go out there probably like every 2 weeks or whatever the fuck with, with bro them and shit. Because he was staying out there. He was going to school out there. So when we go out there, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just chill, we kick it, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wild, bro. They are wild over there, bro. They get wild, you know what I'm saying? Them country kids, they can ride four-wheelers in their backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ride four-wheels, you can shoot shotguns and shit, and ain't nobody gonna get pissed off, and nobody's getting worried that some shit might be going down. It's just regular shit. You can pop, do whatever the fuck out there. They basically had no limits on what the fuck they do, bro. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't have no limits to what the fuck they can do, man. Like, they can do anything. If you lived out in the country, then you know. If you know, you know. And that was kind of what their situation was like over there. Like, they didn't have no fucking rules, bro. It felt like, because when we was going over there and chilling, bro, we kind of like, damn, fool, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wild, like, we wild, but we wasn't like they kind of wild. And it was kind of like vice versa in certain aspects of what the group was like. You know what I mean? So when you were going over there, they welcome you with a shot of vodka and hospitality. And you was going over there, you know, like, they just had like such a kickback-esque, bro. And the thing is about Liv, bro, she is literally the kickback queen, bro. Like each time I seen Liv for like the first 3 months of me knowing her, it was at a kickback, bro. Like, she always was the kickback kind. She was always the kickback kind of guy, you know what I mean? Like, she always was around motherfuckers. So that's when, you know what I'm saying, we was really, you know, just kicking it, you know what I'm saying, breaking ice, you know what I mean? And that's kind of was our friendship, bro. Like, she's a troll too, bro. You would never expect Liv to be a fucking troll, bro. Cause if you don't know Liv, bro, Liv is kind of one of them people, bro. If you don't know her, then you don't know her. You know, like, you know what I mean, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you get to know her, bro, you see like all different aspects and sides of who, you know what I'm saying, like, she really is, bro. And that's what makes Liv, like, if that makes sense. That's what makes her. You know what I mean? Like, it's so it's so funny to me, bro, because it's so funny to me because now that I'm thinking about it right now, bro, like, she's funny as fuck, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's funny as hell, bro. Like, she kind of one of those, like, she kind of like, bro, I don't even know how to, like, explain that shit. But, like, she's just kind of one of them people, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just funny as hell. She cool as shit. And our relationship was kind of steady until, like, some certain shit happened. Because when we was, you know what I'm saying, building up, you know, we, you know, just getting cooler and cooler with each other and shit, like, I can say like that, out of all the, like, the females that was from out that way, bro, that was the ones, like, she was probably the closest one I was cool with out of all them. You know, I'm still cool with her today and shit, but out of the ones, at the females from back there and back in the day, you know what I'm saying, she's probably the one I was the coolest with out of all them, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, like, she was just on some cool shit, like I said, like, she just stick to herself and to her people, you know what I mean? So when, you know, we was building up, you know what I'm saying? Just each time's out there just kicking in and just, you know, having a cool ass time, bro. No bullshit, you know what I'm saying? No, oh, I'm in a fucking situation with her and, you know, niggas gotta fall out and break that shit. Like, she don't do that shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of made it easier to fuck with her at the same time, because it was so easy to connect with her, you know what I'm saying? Because she just on some cool shit all the fucking time, bro. And, you know, within the group, you know what I mean? And no bullshit, no drama ever came about that shit. So that's what just made that shit so easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's funny too, because now you kind of really think about that shit. Like, we really was going over there a lot. Like, boom, like, first time I went over there, or we was cool out there, bro, it was like, all right, cool, like, boom, like, you're not gonna get along with everybody, but you know what I'm saying, you can, because niggas don't know you, you know what I'm saying, especially, too, they probably didn't even know we fucking existed until we pulled up one day and was like, and they was like, they looking at us like, who the fuck are these people? So bro having to introduce us, and it's like, you know, it's a whole different world between us and them. So we making that shit work, bro. That's crazy. We just making that shit work. We making that shit work, bro. Bro. We pull up, we party, boom, 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 and just have a cool little time. But it was kind of hard linking up too, though, at the same time, because we would always meet at bro house. You know what I'm saying? We was staying out there. We would always meet at bro house, or we would meet or we would be at Sonic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sonic was, I'm telling y'all, bro. Sonic was they clubhouse, bro. It was they block. They block was Sonic, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like Sonic, that was their spot, gang. I ain't gonna lie. They would have full-fledged block parties at Sonic, bro. I'm telling y'all. What's the deal, y'all? Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all, man. What's up? How y'all doing? But I'm gonna tell y'all, Sonic was they fucking block, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, them niggas was having ragers at fucking Sonic, bro. Niggas wouldn't even be eating no food. They just be at Sonic. They would just be at Sonic. The people who legit wanted food, they had, I don't know what the fuck they had to do to get their food, bro. Because anyway, bro. So they had to people who wasn't getting food there, like, they was mad as fuck. So they would just go into the parking lot of wherever the fuck they was, bro. They had like this store. I don't remember the store, but they just had the store over there. You know what I'm saying? So them niggas love Sonic, bro. I don't know what the fuck it was. I think it was just a place where they gather up, but Sonic was they fucking block. Like, them niggas had that shit packed the fuck out, bro. It don't matter what fucking day it was. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday when they have high school football games, bro. Fucking Saturday. Nigga, that bitch was open 24-7, fool. I swear to God, bro, that shit was open 24-7. That's where you was really meeting a lot of these people at, was at fucking Sonic. Because that's where everybody was fucking at, bro. Not everybody. Now, one thing I will say about them out there in that country shit, bro, not everybody's crib was able to go over their crib, bro. Not everybody's crib, you couldn't just go over there, bro. So niggas would literally link up, hey, you know what I'm saying? We about to be out that fucking way, where you want us to go. Them niggas would say, oh, just meet us at Sonic. McDonald's was cool. Don't get me wrong, McDonald's was cool, but it wasn't like Sonic, bro. Sonic had their top spot, boy. That was the creme de la creme of hangout spots, was at fucking Sonic, bro. If we wasn't at bro house, it was definitely at fucking Sonic, bro. I'm talking about niggas was having parties in that bitch. The parking lot, nigga, them workers be so fucking mad because nobody's getting food out that bitch. Like, nobody's getting food. They just that's strictly just a party, bro. And when that shit would fucking end, bro, nigga, they would go into the fucking parking lot until niggas had to fucking go home. So that's really what the fuck was going on back then, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was. So then us, you know what I'm saying, coming from the city out to here, they knew how to party out there, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. They knew how to fucking party out there, bro. They was having fucking ragers and Project X ass parties. Project X ass parties. I'm gonna get to that in another story time, but they had Project X ass parties out there, boy. Them kids, they knew what they was doing, bro. They had some shit. So when so after a certain point, you know, everybody graduating and shit, everybody moving on, going on to college and shit, boom, boom. I want to say it's probably like shit, I don't even fucking know, but one of the guys from out there, they had got a crib, bro. They had got a crib out from where we at. You know what I'm saying? Once bro got a fucking crib, that was it, man. It was perfect because it was right in the middle of where the fuck we was at and where the fuck they was at. So it was like a fucking rendezvous. It was like a rendezvous point. Right after that, bro, it was like a rendezvous. But bro, we didn't have to go all the way and boom fuck Egypt and vodka land and all that other shit. We didn't have to go all the way out there. We could literally go right down the street and be cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's where me and Liv, like, our friendship really, really boomed, bro. You know what I'm saying? After our bro, Pat, he had his demise, you know what I'm saying? After Pat's death, bro, I'm talking about niggas was so fucked up over that shit, gang. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna fake. Pat fucked us up for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pat fucked us up, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Pat fucked all of us up, gang. Like, and that shit happened 2020, like. So when bro had got they crib, you know, when bro had got the rendezvous point, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was just going over there and chilling shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was there, Quan was there, you know, P was there, you know, Brad, Z, Lil Z, like, that was our spot. Like, niggas was living in that bitch. I swear to God, bro. It was like niggas was living in that bitch, bro. Niggas get off of work and go meet up at the rendezvous. You know what I'm saying? But when, you know, Pat was over there too, bro, you know what I'm saying? And Pat had this little thing of wax, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, bro. When Pat had passed in 2020, fool, when he had passed in 2020, man, I ain't gonna lie, the group was hurting, gang. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Niggas was hurting for months after that shit, like, and the crazy thing is, before, you know, everything that went down with that shit, that nigga was over there at the rendezvous too. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was really cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was really cool, bro. And we would meet up. But when after that shit happened, gang, I ain't gonna fake. That shit was so, like, that shit, I ain't gonna lie. That shit took the spirit out of a lot of niggas, fool. I ain't gonna fake. That nigga, you know what I'm saying? And me and Liv had actually gotten real cool. We was real cool before that shit, you know what I'm saying? But right after that, bro, right after Pat had passed, nigga, me and Livy's relationship, boom, nigga. That shit took the fuck off, bro. I'm telling y'all, nigga. That shit took the fuck off. Like, I don't think I've ever had a friend to where that shit kicked off like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Because I remember the day of Pat's funeral, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember the day of Pat's funeral. I was not missing that bitch. I'm telling y'all, I was not missing that bitch. So her and P, they had came. I made sure, cause I didn't know but like, that's what I'm saying. Like, but they was still living out there. So they was still living out there, and the shit was, I don't know, I don't remember where that shit was at. But I think it was out there. It was somewhere out there. You know what I'm saying? It was somewhere out there. And so, nigga, I made sure I was not missing that bitch. Bro, I got a hotel. I remember that shit. I got a hotel. It was like 15 minutes from that shit, bro. And nigga, I say, hey, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to pick right after that shit, bro. Right after Pat's funeral, bro. Me and Livy's relationship, like, nigga, we met back up at the rendezvous, bro. And I'm talking about niggas was so sad and hurt about that shit. But we met back up at the rendezvous point, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit was silence for hours, bro. Like, niggas was not talking, gang. I ain't gonna lie, niggas was not talking. Niggas was so motherfucking hurt off that shit. Like, it was boom. And I remember just looking at Livy, and Livy was just looking at me, and we just shook our hands, bro, but that night was crazy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, that night was crazy. Because niggas celebrated. Niggas was happy as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? We was happy as hell, bro. And we were so happy that night, bro, because we was just, you know, so that was like kind of like a moment between us, you know what I'm saying? That was a moment between us to where it's like, I'll never forget that shit. And boom, we was clicked up. Like, we was this after that, bro. Like, you couldn't separate it. And I didn't even know how, because I was working 2 jobs at the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I would always end up with Livy out of nowhere, bro. I was with her out of nowhere. I don't even know how we was linking up, but I was always with Livy. We'd be at the plaza or at the, you know what I'm saying, at the Kickback and shit. Like, and now I'm looking back at it, though. I'm looking back at it, and it's like, I really didn't realize how like really clicked up me and Liv was, bro, because it just happened so fast, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Livy is kind of one of those people, bro. And she just, like, I ain't gonna lie, Livy seasoned as fuck, too, bro. She hella shit, bro. You would not know. And here's the thing that had me so weak, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this the shit that had me so weak, bro. I don't even know, like, she had, I had met her somewhere. I don't even know where I met her at. But it was somewhere close to where she was at. And I was just like, hey, woo, woo, you trying to link up? Woo, woo. And then she's like, yeah. I've never been in the car. I never had been in Livy's car before then, bro. I never been with in Livy's car before then. So I'm getting in the car and I'm like, I'm low-key stereotyping. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm thinking I'm about to hear some Tennessee whiskey and shit. Some Tennessee whiskey and then, you know what I'm saying? Some Morgan Wallen or something, bro. I get in the car and I'm listening. I'm just like, just minding my business. And I hear, and I'm hearing some Rio. I'm looking over. I'm like, who the hell she thinks she is? She's like, what? She looking at me and I'm just like, bro, what do you know about this, bro? She's like, this is hard. I'm like, hell no. So I'm like, all right, bro. But Rio was popping at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just now getting on. So I wasn't even really thinking nothing of it like that. But then the next song, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. Blow. Paranoid. Blood. Grab a pole. Bulling with my new bitch. Look like Admiral. I'm like, bro, what the fuck you know about some damn jaw, boy? I was like, yeah. See, I knew what I was getting into after that fact. But I was like, damn, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, who the hell she thinks she is? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, who the hell does she think she is? Bro, the whole playlist was like that. There was no country, no pop. No, she's not no fucking Swiftie, bro. She's not no Swiftie. Not no Ariana Grande. No, she's straight 5% tint Bluetooth. Bro. She's 5% tint Bluetooth, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Don't get her confused with these other motherfuckers, bro. This is 5% tint Bluetooth. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Dodge Charger, crash out striker music. And I ain't even know what the fuck to do. So then, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what the hell to do. I be sitting there just so damn confused, and I'm just like, so then it was like, bro, that shit caught me so off guard and had me so deep in the motherfucking loop to where it was like I just added to another part of, you know what I'm saying, of what we had, like of just how cool niggas was, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's crazy, bro, because you don't really expect, you don't know who come into your life like that, you know what I'm saying, you not gonna know, bro, you know what I'm saying, until you get there and you like, damn, like we click like this shit for life, bro, you know what I mean, like this shit just ain't no fly by night rah, you know what I mean, like we was really cool to this point. So when we would meet up at the rendezvous, you know what I'm saying, when we would meet up there, bro, we would just be cool. It was a cool time. And I think this was 2021, bro. We had it was my birthday party, you know what I'm saying, we had a kickback. I had this kickback at this cool little telly or whatever, because telly parties was the thing. I ain't gonna lie, we need to bring that shit back. The telly parties was the thing, bro. I'm fucked up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucked up, bro. I don't even know what I'm doing, bro. And I had a whole telly, bro, and all them, like, I'm telling y'all, bro, we was fucking with each other so hard, bro. Nigga, them niggas was at my birthday party, bro, and I was, you know what I'm saying, was cool with, you know, some other, you know, some other people, and we was cool, but it was kind of like how when we first came around, it was them, because they like, who the fuck are they? who the hell are those? You know what I'm saying? Who are those? Like, we don't know who the fuck these are, but I'm saying, like, I don't give a fuck. These are my people. So I'm man, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. That was a night I don't think I'm ever gonna forget that shit, bro. I think that was my 20th birthday, bro. I don't know if it was my 19th or my 20th, bro. Oh man, I'm talking about, boy, we had a motherfucking party, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, we was coolin' that night, bro. Hey, P was there. My dog Grit. Shout out Grit, bro. He I got a video of him eating Alfredo out the pot, bro. I'm talking about fucked up. Out the fucking pot, gang. And the thumbnail, the thumbnail of this is gonna be from that night, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a night like we really solidify, like, yeah, bro, like this gang for real, bro. This gang for real, bro. So it's funny and it's so crazy looking back on it, bro. Because nigga, like, that's what I was saying kind of a couple minutes ago. Like, boom, our relationship really was popping off, like taking off, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like getting on the phone, bro. I hate being on the phone unless it's certain people. Liv was one of those people you could call me at 12 in the morning and I'm picking up, gang. She was one of those people, bro. Like, she is definitely one of those people, gang. And like, boom, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it took off. Like, we was inseparable, bro. And I don't even know how the hell we was linking up half the time, bro. Cause, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how, bro. Each time you just see Leia, you see me with her. Or we'd always just be in a group with the guys, or, you know what I'm saying, the little squad or whatever, bro. So it was crazy, bro. That was a crazy ass time. You know what I'm saying? It was a crazy ass time, bro. So, a couple of years later, bro, boom, boom, we chilling, we cooling. And when she had came to me one day talking about, you know, how she, you know what I'm saying, might move out of state or whatever. So I'm like, shit. She asked me what I thought about it, and I'm just like, shit. I'm like, shit, if you gonna do that shit, bro, you might as well. Cause I remember her dropping me off. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know what we was doing that day. But it was nighttime though. And she was telling me, like, you know, she might boom, boom, boom. Honestly, bro, I didn't believe it though. If I'm gonna be for real, I really did not. I really didn't believe that shit. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I did not believe that shit, bro. Because Liv, she also too is kind of like, like, I just honestly I didn't believe that shit. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm so used to her just being around, bro, and boom, boom. So I was like, yeah, all right. So I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I seen her before she left, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. It was like 2 weeks later after that shit. She's like, all right, here's my last day. I'm like, what the fuck? I was sitting there bamboozled. I was sitting there hella bamboozled. I was stuck stupid. I'm like, damn, she was actually with plans. So I felt hella bad. I felt hella bad. I ain't even gonna lie, but so I was like, oh, I was like, damn, bro. And it's like, it didn't really hit me one day until I was like, what's your ass on? Boom, boom, boom. She's like, I moved. I was like, damn. So then I was like, damn, that shit crazy. Oh, bro, I was thinking, damn, she wasn't playing. I was like, damn, she really was not playing, bro. Damn, that's so crazy, bro. I said, wow, that's wild to me. She really left. And when I was thinking about it, I got me thinking about that shit all the time. I'm like, damn, bro, like, I want to say like it was like a miss it till it's gone or whatever, but it felt like that a little bit. I'm like, damn, that's crazy as hell, bro. Like that shit wild, bro. That shit's hella crazy, bro. I can't even believe this shit. I wasn't going to sleep. I was so fucked up about that shit because I was like, man, I really gone, bro. So, you know, she had visit all the time and shit, and you know what I'm saying? Like that, you know, I see her then, but you know what I mean? So that shit crazy as hell, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit that shit funny as hell, bro. There's too many memories on us as a you know, just not only me and Livy though, but like as a group in general though, because it's just so much, and it's like I know I'm forgetting shit, but it's like, bro, there's so much, gang. Like that little group, the little country group, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have some of the best time with them, bro. Cause they just chill, bro. They just kill. They just want to have fun, bro. And man, they ain't got shit else to do. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't had shit else to do. So it was easy to connect with a lot of them, bro. Cause a lot of them, even though they was from out there and shit, they really have a lot to do out there. So they made fun, bro. And I'm kind of one of those people who make fun out of everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Well, back then, bro, I don't really be having that much fun now, but you know, as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So they made fun out of what they had and then some. You know what I mean? And they that's what they do out there. So it was easy to just cool, you know, be cool and just connect with them because they just so laid back. They so laid back, and it was kind of like relatable too. They was hella relatable too, bro. So, you know, I'm kind of glad, you know, I got that experience to kind of just even be cool with those kinds of people, because you know what I'm saying, you never know when you might need these people though, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And me and Liv have had a lot of like real shit talks, you know what I'm saying? And that's another aspect people don't really appreciate, as somebody, you know, that you could have, yeah, even after all the cool shit and all the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, fun niggas might get into and shit, but it also is cool to have friends like that who can do all of it, bro. And I feel like that's so underappreciated, and that's what Liv excels in that shit too, though. Even with everything that she got going on. So yeah, man, that's pretty much the Livy story, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna put a poll up. Does y'all decide who y'all want to see next, man? I'm gonna put the poll up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Livy, real outstanding member, man. You know what I'm saying? Real outstanding member, man. Very much a huge portion of my life, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So that's the Livy story, man. Vote on who y'all want to see next, man. Hit that like button, man. If you ain't subscribed, just go ahead and tap in, fam. Because there's a lot more where this came from. You know what I'm saying? A lot more. So y'all go ahead and tap in, man. Get and get right, man. It's your boy Zay, man. I'm gonna tap in with y'all on the next one, gang.